Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bobcats offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Snagged in the middle. It's Gossett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's Gossett. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They believe they can run right here. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So UNLV's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. A first down for the offense. The short hands, it's Irvin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bradley. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking for space, it's Thomas. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Calandria. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Here's a heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air. It's Navarro. Spits it out to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
That's caught. It's Irvin. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Irvin.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking for space. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vegas.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Dropping back, it's Navarro. Finds a tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bobcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to punch it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Bradley. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To the air, it's Calandria. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there. And eventually, it collapsed on him.
Well, and especially in third and short, Reese, like pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a first down. And you got to have that awareness after a couple seconds in the pocket, especially on that third and short situation.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
Coming out with it, it's Irvin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man, with when the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm. You've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the big fella. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. To the air, it's Calandria. Works the middle of the field.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Gonna swing it on second down. Right down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Looking to pass, it's Navarro. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gums. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Bradley. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The give. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Back to pass, it's Navarro. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Gums. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Bradley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They just keep firing. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Tempo and overdrive.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly out to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by... He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bobcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Bradley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Gums. Gashing the D on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back to pass, it's Navarro. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Got a little space. Second down coming up. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. At the 35, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Calandria. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And and he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
And the Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Release to the back. He makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Navarro. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make...
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, You need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go.